We are live. Hello, everyone. Hi, Artem. How are you doing?
I am good. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much for taking your time and joining us today. Before we dive right into the topic, I suggest us to wait for a couple of minutes so everybody who wants to join us joins us. And guys, if you're listening or watching to us on YouTube, LinkedIn, X, or Telegram, please write in the comments down below where are you watching us from, which country you're currently in, so we just get to know you a little bit better, and that we have something to talk about before everybody joins. Or if you don't want to say it, just send a little plus to the comments so we understand that you can see and hear us correctly without any delays or technical issues. Yes, we're currently posting all of the posts on social media that we are live. Okay, while we are waiting, Artem, where are you located right now? Where are you joining us from?
Well, I'm in sunny Athens. We finally have a great weather. So yeah, I'm in Greece.
That's awesome. I envy you because I'm in Vienna and it's raining right now. It's five above zero. So yeah.
I have plus 20 degrees.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I envy you a lot. I'm super super jealous. Oh, I see people saying Curtis from USA. Hi. Hi Cash Dogs. Hi Jacob. You're watching us on YouTube. Super cool, guys. While you're joining, also let us know for how long have you been using three commas, because this is also very essential for us. Because today we're talking about a signal bot, and we need to understand your general level of platform usage, so we can adjust our content today. Let's wait for, let's say, one more minute, and then we will dive right into the topic. And while you're guys joining us, I just want to give you a heads up that that's what we're going to do on a weekly basis. We're going to invite experts like Artem from Three Commas who are actually building the product. We're going to ask them questions. And this is a very, very unique chance for you to, dive deep into the product, clear all of the uncertainties that you have, ask the professionals on how to set up your bots, how to, leverage all of the tools that we have. Okay, Jagit from USA. Good day from Is it Australia or Austria? I guess it's Australia. Sorry, because I'm in Austria, so that's why. Using e-commerce for 2 months now. Okay, great, awesome. Okay, guys, I think that everybody who wanted to join us joined us. Please keep the comments coming, keep the questions coming. At the end of the session, we're gonna have a Q&A session that you can ask Artem, who is actually a product owner who is responsible of developing the e-commerce platform. He will answer all of the questions that you have. And let's begin. So our topic for today is the Signal bot, like how to set it up, our newest updates, how it works. And we're also going to do a little live demo and tell you about best practices and how you can set up the Signal bot by yourself. But before we begin, Artem, let me briefly introduce you. As I already said, you are a product owner of Three Commas. Can you please elaborate a little bit more on what you do, what you're responsible for, and actually, for how long have you been with Three Commas?
Yeah, I'm in e-commerce almost a year. I'm a product manager for the trading team and I'm product owner for the team that is responsible for our institutional products. And so I'm just working both ways to make sure that we have best trading products to ensure best execution and allow you guys to uh, just work on your strategies, make it automated, have a best monitoring for this, and just keep trading in profits.
That's amazing. I'm super happy that you could join us because I think having you as our guest is very, very valuable, and we're gonna get a lot of value from that. Okay, so let's start with actually explaining what is the Signal bot and how does it work from your perspective.
Right, yes. So Signalbot is a tool that we give our users to execute their own strategies or their own signals. It can be any external signal that you find on TradingView or that you created yourself, or a signal that you want to use from actually any external platform. We also allow you to execute some pre-built strategies that you also can create via PyScript on TradingView, or it can be a strategy that you developed yourself through Python, for example, and you simply need a monitoring tool for this with our user interface. So we allow you to create a webhook message that will connect your strategy, your signal to 3-commas and execute these trades via our platform with Signalbot.
So don't understand it correctly that it doesn't matter where you get the signal from. You can always, use it with our signal bot. It can be even like a Telegram group, right?
Yeah. So the only thing you need a place where you will convert your signal into a webhook message that will allow our bot to connect to your strategy. That's it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's very, self-explanatory. Guys, if you have any questions, keep them coming. I already see one question, but we will leave it for the end. And Artem, could you please tell us a little bit about recent developments and new features that were implemented in Signalbot and how they actually going to enhance the experience?
So just recently we redesigned the Signalbot form, and we see, guys, that you loved it, and thank you. This is a great feedback for us. We updated the form to be it single, straightforward, and we updated all the tables. So now you have a table for Signalbot for all the bots that you can have. You have a table for smart trades that this Signalbot generates, and you have a table separate for signals that it receives. So this enchants your monitoring capabilities. You always have a control over your bots, over your signals and strategies.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a very needed update. And guys, if you have any requests on updates or features that you would like to see in our product, you can always go to our community. You can scan the QR code that you see right now next to Artem, and you can also tag me or Artem there or any other product team member, and we will be more than glad to talk about your ideas or your requirements of the product. So we are always trying to build the product for you, so you have the better experience. Thank you very much, Artem, for explaining this. I see people joining us. Thank you for giving me compliments, guys. I really appreciate it. But let's not get distracted from the product. Artem, maybe we could do a little live demo right now so you can show us how to set up a signal bot so people understand how to use it. Guys, this is a good opportunity for you to ask whatever questions you have and clear all of the uncertainties you have on how to use our signal bot.
Yeah, for sure. While preparing for this session, I created actually one of the bots to have it live with us, and we can go over it over the settings and change a few settings as well. So this is, I think everyone can see the screen, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
can see. Perfect. So this is the section for the signal bot in 3-commas, and this is one of the tables that I was explaining. That from here you can see all your signal bots that you ever created, or the ones that are active or stopped, with now the statistics that it generates. From here we have smart trades. You can see that I've done this number of smart trades for this value, how it goes for now, and the signals that my bot received recently, and what was the signal, how it was executed, finished, or failed, and why it was failed, and you can go and read the errors, etc. So let's go to my active bot. And try to edit it. First thing first, we see here that we actually have in Signalbot 2 options, which is custom signal and trading view strategy. I will start with trading view as it's pretty simple, and we will not configure it, but I will explain that a trading view strategy means that all the configurations you should do on the trading view site. So you have a ready-made strategy written on Python script with all the inputs, order inputs, and the strategy logic. And all you do from Commerce, you basically set up the maximum margin users for this bot. And this setting means that this particular bot will be using only this amount of money to open all the trades. And then all you need to do is take two URLs. Let's show how it goes. So you just copy this URL. I will share no screen. Right. So
Well, we can ask our technician to show the screen because we don't see anything now.
You don't see. Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So when you creating an alert, you have this notification section in TradingView, and we simply put this URL here for our signal bot to communicate with your signal provider. Right. So as I was saying, if you have a strategy, you have all the properties for the strategy here on the TradingView site, or on the site where you actually creating the strategy if you're working on custom. So be careful to put all the inputs here. And after that, you just go back to our platform. Let's go back there again. Everyone sees the screen?
Not yet. Okay,
Not yet.
Now we see. Mm-hmm.
Okay, basically for the TradingView strategy, that's it, because then you take this URL and put it in the same way as I just showed you, and you are starting the bot. But the interesting part for us is the custom signal. And let's go again into editing my bot and go over all of the settings. So custom bot allows you to create a strategy based on some custom signals, or the signals that we don't have yet in DCA and you want to use it. Starting pretty straightforward. You're selecting the exchange, you're selecting a trading pair where you can obviously select numerous trading pairs and select and trade with one signal bot up to 200 trading pairs. This bot, when I was creating it, I chose ETH. And again, guys, you should be very careful here as most of the errors that we see from the users is when you are selecting a trading pair here, you have to choose on TradingView the exact same trading pair, meaning that if you are trading futures contract, it should be ETH USDT perp. Otherwise, the signal will just fail. Right. Then, as previously said, you set up the margin that you want to use with this bot, and you can do it either in percentage from your total balance or in USDT terms. Here, I set up 40% of my account to be available for this bot. This is exactly the same URL that we previously pasted into TradingView, so I will not go over this. But here, where all the, I would say, magic happens. So this is a place where we set up the entry order, so the signal for entry order, volume for entry order, and the options. And the beauty of Commerce here is that we allow you to be very flexible and allow you to have control over your orders. So as you can see, I set up a volume of 20 USDT per my order, but you can do it as well in percentage, in base currency, or just send in webhook. And basically after this, you take this URL. Let's go back. I will change the screens. Can you see my? No, you can't.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the alert that I created for this session. And the URL that I just copied, you need to paste it here. Then on the TradingView side, you configure the signal. So mine for this testing purposes was pretty simple. I chose the condition for the price, cross up, the value. This is a new one, right? Yeah, don't need a new one. The value, so if the price crosses up 1895, they simply go long. You can choose a trigger. I chose to beat every time. So every time the price crosses, I go long. And that's it. You save this alert. Mine is already saved, then I will not do it. And now we can go back to 3 commas. Right. I hope this is the last time when we're switching.
It's okay. Like as long as it's super informative and valuable for everyone, we don't mind switching that much.
So basically, after this, the entry order is configured, and you can save and even start from here. But we have this options section, which allows you to control the deviation from the last order or from the average entry price, which is actually a pretty powerful tool for your money management and for your risk management. So suppose you set up a signal where you get a lot of orders for one price range, pretty tight price range, and you don't want to execute all of these orders. You understand that if you will execute all here, then you will overtrade and perhaps you will get more losses than you possibly can handle. So by setting up these deviations, you allow some of the signals to be rejected and for your bot not to overtrade. In the same way, you can set up a number of orders that you want to be executed per one smart trade. Again, this is the thing for better risk controls. And the next thing that you need to configure, I will not use it here because my entry is just pretty simple one. The signal is based not on technical indicators, but just on crossing up the price. And next section is you have to configure your exit order or take profit. And the thing is that you can actually configure both of it. So exit order section is configured in the same way. I mean, the URL, you need to work on URL and you need to set up a signal in TradingView, which we just did, and I will not go over it because I need to switch the screens again. But basically, you set up the signal, you put inside the URL, you put the volume for this exit order, and again, in all of the settings that you want to use here. And the options that we just discussed. And this will be your exit signal, meaning that when this alert for the signal will happen on the exchange, you will simply exit the trade. But again, this also doesn't mean that you cannot use the standard take profit approach that we have in 3 commas in DCA, for example. You can set up take profit. You can do actually both, I mean, exit order by signal or take profit as an option. And whichever goes first will be executed first. For the take profit, as usual in 3 commas, you can set up multiple take profit levels. You can use a trading deviation that will allow you to secure your profits if the price is more volatile in the market. And of course, the stop loss. We discussed that this session will be with the pro tips. My pro tip is always to use stop loss. Actually, not to reduce your losses, but not to hold the backs of negative results. So if you're out of the trade with a stop loss, it means that you have an opportunity for a new trade. Simple as that. Right. This is everything that goes for the long order settings. And what is also interesting about Signal Bot with 3 commas is that you can do one Signal Bot for long and short orders simultaneously. So same way to configure short order, same way to configure signal, same way to consider exit, take profit, and stop loss. And what is interesting here is we have this reverse position in advanced section, which means basically that you can either trade in hedge mode, allowing you to have simultaneously long and short positions both open at one time, or whenever you're in one position and another one is triggered, I mean, you are long and short is triggered, the long position will be closed and short position will be open, and vice versa. Okay. I think this is it for the configuration. And we can go to the next section of our session.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I see we already have a couple of questions regarding setting up their signal bots. There are also other questions that are not related to this. Maybe we can talk about setting up signal bot now and leave the rest of the questions until the end. Or do you want to answer everything at the end?
Sorry, I think we can answer everything in the end. I'm just
Okay.
going through the questions right now.
Yeah. Anyways, we can also start with the best practices and basically talk about how to choose reliable signal providers.
Right. Okay, I cannot give any financial advice here.
Yeah, guys, do your
But
own research. No financial advice given. Everything we say, take it with a pinch of salt, and yeah, do your own research.
yeah, but as a quant trader, I think I can give a few advice here, meaning that whenever you look for your signal, you just need to make sure that you test it a lot. And you can do it manually. You can do it on paper trading. You can do it until you are comfortable, until you are sure that this particular signal or set of signals or the strategies that you have found somewhere is working across multiple timeframes, multiple trading pairs, ideally for multiple markets. I mean, not crypto only, but forex or etc. You can even use our new DC bot backtest, because if you go on before base order using conditions, you can test signals that we have or set of signals. But yeah, just test, test, test. And the thing that I learned when I first got into professional trading is that you don't need to overcomplicate your settings. I mean, keep your trading as simple as you can, not using too much indicators.
Thank you very much, Artem, for sharing your experience. Guys, if you also have, your personal experiences with testing different signals, make sure you also share them with us or in the community. I want to remind you that we have a very vibrant community and very supportive moderators. So if you scan the QR code and join our Telegram community, you will get all of the support and you will be able to ask whatever questions you have. And me, Artem, and other people from Three Commas team would be more than happy to answer them. And talking about that, now it's the part of answering questions. So, guys, I will go through all of the chats on YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and see what questions we have so we can make sure we try to answer as much as possible. Okay, so there's a question from Jet Kaletti, who's watching us on YouTube. He says, "Great video, guys. I have a question that can wait till the end." It waited. Is it possible to adjust what data gets included in the XLS file that you get when you export smart trade data from SignalBot?
Well, it's a great question. I think we will be it's a question related not only to signal board, but to the statistics overall, I would say. And we need to discuss it with the team because I understand as a trader that exporting your trades, your signals into XLS file, it can be pretty valuable for you to adjust your strategy, to understand your performance better, and to to optimize the strategy. So it's a good point
Yeah,
for us
thank
to
you, Jess.
consider.
Yeah, that's valuable. Okay, the other question is from Cash Dogs. It's also about implementing something. So Cash Dogs says, guys, could you please implement a function that starts a trade with 50% of the position and adds the rest once the trade reaches profit? This would significantly reduce losses from false signals.
Um, well, I think we all understand here that we cannot implement a new feature based on one request. So guys, please, all of the features that you have, we read them all, but all you need to do is put it through our feature requests, where we will see how much of our clients, how many of our clients want the same, and then we can put it in our roadmap and make the product better for you. So
Yeah,
this is the best way to do it.
the more people request the same feature, the more likely it will be implemented. But thank you guys for sharing this. Maybe somebody else is going to join you, Cash Dogs, with the request, and we will make sure to implement this. Then we have Jagjit Singh. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. He says, for multi-pair, do I have to copy a webhook URL individually for each pair in TradingView?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who lives in the EU will not be able to use Tricomas anymore. Okay, guys, I think that's a question from some other guest. We will definitely cover this, but not with Artem. Artem is only responsible for the product development. So everything related to European Union usage, please wait until we have a proper guest for this. Okay. Do we need to start with a smaller position to yeah, okay, Cash Dogs, another one. Please, we need to start with a smaller position to reduce risk on false signals, and once the trade hits a profit target, the bot adds the rest, so you only go all in on winning trades. I don't know if that's a question, if that's a question to answer, guys. But yeah.
It seems that we have a lot of requests. Probably we will need to do one AMA session to discuss the requests.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so guys, we just sent the link on the in the YouTube live chat with the feedback where you can submit your requests for our product team. Okay, guys, let's have 1 or 2 minutes for any other questions if you have. Oh, okay. That's a nice thing. Artem, that's a
Yeah.
message of appreciation.
Yeah,
Jet Colette, Artem, I just like to say, as the product team, you guys are rolling out updates at lightning speed. Much appreciated.
nice to hear. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. We really appreciate your positive feedback. It always lights up our spirits, and we want to do more and more for you. And if you have any other requests for, let's say, our webinar topics, because right now I'm responsible for that, and I will make sure that we have as many webinars as possible. And just please let me know what topics would you like me to discuss with the Recomas team members, and I will make sure to invite them as guests and give you the most value we can. Okay, let's wait 2 more minutes, and if there are no questions, we will wrap it up. But Tom, that was very valuable. Thank you very much for taking the time, coming to this webinar, explaining how Signalbot works, how to create the webhooks, and how to set everything up. For me, it was also very interesting. The Wall Street puppets. Yes, that's a nice... yeah, Jess, we see your question. It's related to DCA bot. We're going to have one of the next upcoming webinars about DCA bots, and you will be able to ask the question. But now let's stick to the Signal bot because that's the main topic of our webinar today. Yeah. So let's just make it, or let's just make sure everything is organized and streamlined. We're talking about Signalbot now. We're going to talk about Gridbot next week, and then we're also going to talk about DCA bot the week after that, and we will also talk about DCA backtesting. Jess, I'm not sure I understand, because in your initial message it was DCA bot, and now you say it's about Signalbot. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see. So, Artem, do you think we can answer that? So, Jess says that we do not have a feature that is on DCA bot to automatic adjust capital based on the previous trade. And why do we have it on DCA and we don't have it on Signalbot?
Well, I would say that if Just is saying that the feature is requested for more than a year, I've not been as long in the company. So previously, I think I missed this request. I would speak to the team and discuss why we did not include it. Maybe there is a reason for it. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, guys, usually, from the outside, you think that, oh, it's so easy to implement something. But when you actually, work in the team and you understand some of the limitations you might have, it might not seem that easy. So usually we try to implement things that are very easy to implement first, and then we try to dig deeper. Yes, Jess, thank you for clarifying your question. Okay, guys, I think we should wrap it up because we have a long work day ahead of us. But thank you very much for coming, for asking all of the questions, giving your feedback. We really appreciate that. And we are waiting for the same engagement next week when we're going to have a webinar about Gridbot. Artem, thank you very much to you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for giving us all of the information and asking all of the questions. It's always, always, always super good for our users to have the connection with the product team. And thank you for being transparent. We really, really appreciate this.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Happy to be here and happy to be next here for the next sessions.
Yeah, thank you very much. Guys, I wish you all a nice day and see